Now to more local news tonight. The Star Trek franchise is celebrating its 50th. Can you believe that, Erin?
I can't.
50th anniversary. You know, it's grown into its own subculture with a following that stretches all across the globe.
It started with creator Gene Roddenberry and evolved into 5 series and 12 movies, with the newest coming to theaters this summer. Local 5's Steve Dent has the story of how Star Trek has impacted the world and fans here in Northeast Wisconsin.
Star Trek has made its way onto some of our favorite TV shows.
Spock?
People even have tattoos, and Josh Hadley says classic Trek was on the television in the hospital when he was born.
Oh, it absolutely changed popular culture. I mean, you go anywhere in the world, you can go to third world countries, they know who Captain Kirk is.
The sci-fi show broke down barriers in the 1960s with Chekhov, the Russian, Sulu, Asian, and Uhura, an African American.
But Nichelle Nichols was going to leave the show as Lieutenant Uhura. And Martin Luther King Jr. himself asked her to stay on the show because she was the only positive black character on television.
And it broke new ground.
The first interracial kiss on television was from Star Trek, the original series with Captain Kirk and Lieutenant Uhura.
Star Trek also pioneered technology, with many of the devices in the show becoming products of everyday life.
The flip phone is the old classic Trek communicator. If you have an iPad, Next Generation had the PAD, P-A-D-D.
Click it to go. At Best Buy, people can demo the new Oculus Rift virtual reality system, which would remind Trekkers of the holodeck.
I think it's probably shell shock for a lot of people because they didn't think that technology like that would ever come to be. But I mean, even just in a short amount of time, technology has advanced so much. Every couple years, we just hit that other progressive leap.
Welcome back to the real world, man. How was that?
Awesome. The series continues to be a phenomenon, with books chronicling the original episodes being released at Barnes & Noble.
I wasn't even sure about the release of it until we actually got it, and I saw it in my hands, and I'm gonna have to walk home with one today. They're fantastic. So.
And he is now the 4th generation.
Star Trek gets passed on to the next generation because of its universal appeal.
You can say, "Beam me up, Scotty," and people know exactly what you're talking about.
And Star Trek has proved it's timeless. Leonard Nimoy has passed, but Spock will live on forever.
Live long and prosper.
Well, the Star Trek Ultimate Voyage Symphony ended in a standing ovation last month at the Resch Center. And looking forward, a new Star Trek series will be coming to CBS next year. Steve Dent, Local 5 News.
Nicely done, Steve.
Nice, all right.
Hundreds of families